Selam aşklar, bugün sizlerle God of War Ragnarök'ün yeni bölümündeyiz. Böyle
Your master is no more. Be at peace. Have it your way then.
Use a shield strike from her!
Behind you, Kratos!
Careful, brother! It's covered in Bifrost!
Behind you, look out!
Well, if there's more of these Asgard fragments out there, the Einherjar will continue to be a nuisance for the realms.
Only if we do nothing.
sonraki adımlar. Asgard'ın düşüşü davamızın sonunu getirmiş değildir. Birliklerin toparlanır, toparlanmaz. Muspelheim potasındaki konuma İntikal edeceksin. Hain Frik. Yanındaki Sparta hayaleti fark etmez. Karşımızda duran kim varsa taarruza geçeceğiz. Kraliçe.
Realms will never heal if they remain.
How many more?
Only one way to find out.
Daha buradan ışınlanıp
Quality stuff for you.
29 kuvvet, 34 can. Dokuz kuvvet. Savunmaya ihtiyacım yok. O biri 40 kuvvet veriyor ama can az. Kırk kuvvet 17. Canım az. En iyisi o zaten. Kırk ikiye düşüyor ya.
Oh, heading off already? Got time to chat?
Hala yazıyor. Iskartlılar fena yoracak. Savunmayı kaldırsam mı? ivme ilerleyişini değiştirelim. Yani bunlar biraz zorlu.
Mimir, now that we have a moment, can I ask you about your mission to Helheim with Hildisvini?
Ah, yes. Well, I can see why he'd hold off on such a subject until he saw if we survived the battle.
Amir, what exactly did you promise the large bird?
Oh, nothing too horrifying. It's just that she'd like to retire.
Retire? Hell's Eagle wants to retire?
Indeed. And don't ask me what she expects to do with her free time. I assure you there is no reassuring answer.
Can she even do that? Not be hell?
Apparently so. She just requires relief. Someone else to step in and become hell, as it were.
Not exactly an office many would wish to occupy.
Aye.
Dela'ya gönderme lan.
Infinite hours and the possibility of unleashing terrible mischief on the realms if they're careless. Or worse, if they aren't completely trustworthy.
But if she were to leave without a replacement?
Complete chaos, yes.
Well, I'm sorry I asked.
Işığı açın.
Freya, something is on your mind. What is it?
Freyr's sword. I'm glad he got it back.
Odin stole it?
Not quite. It couldn't be stolen. It had to be given freely. Freyr had it forged in his younger days, imbued with its own motives and passion. For centuries, he swore he would only ever set it down in death or upon meeting the love of his life. Both he and the sword were romantics, you see.
Dediklerinizi anlamıyorum. İzlisiniz lan.
Careful, brother. You're covered in Bifrost.
I don't understand why they keep fighting.
Savaş emirleri, birlikler toplansın, Masvulayn potasına intikal edilsin. Kamp kuruldu, bölgeye gelişiniz bekleniyor. Kraliçe.
Can't they sense Odin is dead?
They are soldiers. They will always be loyal to him, alive or dead. It is a matter of honor.
Yes, they will continue to follow his orders and keep the realms under his thumb.
Not for long, they won't.
Stiner ve Sterkir, Asgard'ın düşüşünden sonra bile Odin'e bağlı kalmış iki kardeş. Alfheim'daki amaçlarının sırrı çölün kumlarına, rüzgarlarına karıştı. Hala Odin'e sadık başka Asgard kuvvetlerine rastlarsam onların da sonu aynı olacak. Ben bunu hikayenin daha final olmadan göreceğiz, bitecek diye düşünmüştüm.
Freya,
Üstteki adam
spoke
çok
of your
basit.
brother's sword. How did Odin acquire it?
I'll answer this one. Odin disguised himself as the most beautiful person Freyr had ever seen.
This separated Freyr from his sword.
Oh, with embarrassing speed.
I am glad Freyr ultimately retrieved it.
Me too.
Bildiği adam. Ölmedi mi lan Freyr? Atreus'ta kalaydı ya. Sonraki oyunda.
Feels half crazy to say it, but I got a good feeling about that Thrud girl. Never minding what family she came from.
I quite agree. She's an impressive young woman.
I thought you might. Why, I ain't never seen anyone quite so awestruck as when she laid eyes on you back at the hole. Like meeting her idol.
She was apparently quite eager to learn from all the Valkyries. Now that she has Mjolnir, I expect her next stop will be to begin training with Sigrun.
I think Brock and Sindri would be happy knowing that hammer's finally with someone worthy to wield it. And a future Valkyrie, no less. Hell of a job you did at Ragnarok, General. Wish I could have been there to see you and Sindri take down Thor and Odin.
That is not what happened.
Yeah, maybe not, but it's the story I like best. Important thing is, Odin's paid in full for what he did to Brock. I know it doesn't fix what's broke, but it ain't nothing.
Hello, Lunda.
Hey, Goddess. About your brother, I never got the chance to tell you. I know moments like this you're supposed to say sorry and whatnot, but I always known that pretty man had greatness in him. That he'd do something amazing one day, and I'm just... You know, I'm proud that now the Nine Realms know it too.
I thank you.
Anytime, ma'am.
Bunda hiçbir şey demiyor bak. Videodayım ya. Duyuluyor ha. Rezil ediyorsun.
a word with you, if you so care.
Hello, friends. What shall we talk about?
Hello,
Yeşil kim ya?
Ratatoskr.
Hello, Master Kratos. What you've accomplished for these realms is truly something I never thought possible. Rest assured, good Master Brock would be proud beyond measure, even if only to express it in his love language of profane non sequiturs. But he is terribly missed.
Yes, he is.
Now, there is one rather interesting development to apprise you of. The detonation of Asgard shook the world tree to its very roots, dislodging a great number of realm seeds. I thought you might wish to have them. My little way of saying, thank you for preventing my death by immolation.
You are welcome.
But putting all that aside for the moment, is there anything else? I was curious, my dear fellow. You come from lands beyond these, do you not?
Yes,
I was wondering, who tended your world tree back home?
my home had no world tree.
No, you had no... But without... How? How did one travel from realm to realm?
On foot or by sea.
Good God, man! No wonder you left. Well, I'll leave you to it.
We're done talking. Bugger off.
Bak bu kırmızı maviliyi döveceğim ha. Rock'un cenazesine gidelim. Bu Naymani bilmiyorum. Açtık orayı da. Bir çiçek var.
Profane alternate lyrics to my ballads. Absolutely disgusting. But now I wish I could remember some of them.
The paperwork that man created for me. I had to build a chest just for his violations. A big one.
I taught him 20 different ways to cold forge a bolster. Once, he taught me a slightly easier method of wire pulling, and from that day on called me his apprentice.
A true asshole he was. Gods, I'm gonna miss him.
Hi,
İçinin de gidelim.
y'all made it.
Diye.
Just about to send him off.
I have met many on my travels. You are one of the few I would call friend.
I always thought you were one of the dumbest creatures I'd ever met. Didn't expect you to be the bravest, too.
This world is a darker place for your leaving it.
We're taking him to the Sverd Sands. It's, in the wetlands near the ferry. We'll wait for you there.
Şuraya ışınlanacağız. Öbür taraftan çıkınca mı?
Find you! Incoming Bifrost! Well done. I don't suppose more violence in the streets will convince the citizenry that it's safe to emerge.
Freya, the flower.
Sparkthorn.
Geldik bir gidiyoruz. Allah. Çiçek olduğunu hatırladım. Burada bakmıştım da. Sonra gerek yok demiştim falan. Gitmişken oradaki ıskartlıları alalım.
New items, you bring the materials, I do the forging. What can I do you for? Woohoo! Looking good!
It fits.
go show it off. Well, aren't y'all looking lovely today?
Hello, Lunda.
Come here. You may tell a story, if you wish.
Am I preferable to silence at last? A rare day. I'm touched. But since you mention it, there has been one on my mind of late. It goes back to my earliest days, when I had little more to do than observe the mortals who passed through our forest. One summer, a local laird of renowned eccentricity chose to sequester himself with a small coterie of kinsmen and followers. The aim of their woodland retreat was to achieve enlightenment through study and discipline. They took oaths to brook no distractions until they became wise men.
Distractions.
Aye, women, drink, mostly women. As you can imagine, things deteriorated quickly. By autumn, tempers were frayed and wisdom remained in short supply. One day, I watched as the laird and his brother took their hunt. There they found, at the banks of a river, a lady as fair as any they'd left behind. She pleads for their assistance for fear the currents would carry her off if she tried to cross. The laird doesn't miss a beat. He hoists her onto his shoulders, carries her across, sets her down, doffs his cap, and fords back across to his brother, who is dumbfounded, can't even bring himself to speak. The day stretches on, the laird carries on hunting, and his brother quietly gnashes his teeth down to powder. Finally, the dam breaks. "Brother," he cries, "how could you do it after everything we've sacrificed? How could you break your vow like it was nothing, carrying that lass on your shoulders like you were a Shetland pony?" The laird just smiles.
Yeah.
"Brother, I set that lass down across the river. 'Tis you that carries her still." Oh, I got a chuckle. A rare day indeed.
Şimdi burayı da askartlardan kurtaralım.
Careful, brother. Covered in bifrost.
Al sana. Hapishaneyi müdafaa. Birlikler toplansın ve derhal Nil payıma düşen hapishaneye intikal edilsin. Kuzgun ağacının yakınında duruyor. Mahkumların kaçmasına müsaade etmeyin. Kraliçe.
With Asgard destroyed, where will the Einherjar go?
Valhalla exists both inside and outside of Asgard. Who knows what became of it?
Aye. Suppose they'll have to find rest somewhere.
Bizimle kafam buluyorsun.
Brother, I've heard my share of stories about your homeland. But I've also heard that you once fought in a tournament.
I fought in many contests.
But this particular one, I heard you did battle with beasts, scoundrels, princesses, the undead, automatons, and history's greatest musician. That's not true, is it?
I would not speak of this.
Fair enough, brother.
Be you a war god or a Valkyrie queen? I got something for you.
Lunda, we could use you.
Adam buradaymış. Önce Asgardlıları yenmemiz lazım. Video durdurma da yok ki. Ortalayım neresiydi ya? Bir de bu yolun dönüşü var. Nasıl hiç hasar yemedi ya?
Careful, brother. You're covered in bifrost.
Enemy behind you, Kratos! I'm glad we can help these Einherjar on their way, even if they hate us for it.
They do not need to spend their afterlife serving a cruel god any longer.
Agreed.
Şimdi bir de dönüşü var. Oyunun da kayık olayı sıkıntı ya. İşte diyorum modunu açtığım için oldu ki anlamadım. ...60 FPS 4K PlayStation 5'te çekebiliyorum. Videoyu izleyen olursa çamurlaşma var mı diye bana söylerseniz çok sevinirim. Bana göre bu PlayStation'dan çekince de kötü çıkıyor gibi geliyor. Ama yine öbürüne göre iyi. Belki de duvar kağıdını YouTube şey yapıyor. Onu çamurlu gösterip belki de çözünürlüğünü düşürdüğü için.
Damn it.
What is wrong?
I should have changed. Sewn some mourning garb. We're not dressed properly.
We're fine. Dwarves don't typically require formal wear at funerals.
Brock certainly would not.
Perhaps.
Still, now you've got me thinking of what I might look like with some jewellery around my neck stump. Maybe some gold woven into my beard. That'd be quite fetching, eh?
Thanks for trying.
There they are, brother.
Oh, come on, surely he'll be along. It's his brother.
Let's hope so. Loss can do things to a man. You made it. We can begin.
Rock sanki her an uyanacak gibi.
Sindri. Blackpuss.
A hole.
What?
Gets bigger the more you take away.
Ne oldu lan? Siyah kınan oldu.
I don't know if there's anything beyond the light. Afterlives after afterlives or whatever you. But if there is, I imagine he's causing one crazy ruckus there.
Forgive Sindri. He's just, I mean, you know.
I wrote that dirge for him.
What's it called?
Something profane.
He wouldn't have it any other way.
Niye emin bitmiyor? Beş dakikada. Ya teyze hoş geldin. Videodayım, tamam mı? Almayın, videodayım.
Look, over there.
Burada sandık unutmuşum, görüyor musun? Gelinceye kadar 3 dakika geçti ya.
Incoming! Above you! Careful, brother. You're covered in bifrost. Behind you! Right side!
I wonder how many of these fragments of Asgard there are.
A realm's worth at least, so I'd say we have our work cut out for us.
Teşekkürler. Günlük bu kadar. Bir sonraki videoda